Alrighty, 0-1 of 1 here, and we are back again. No, you did not miss a video. I did not film or record the actual leaving of the atmosphere with this ship, because I figured if it was just going to blow up or whatever, or get shot down or something like that, and it would just fall, then it would just be like a really depressing video. So, believe it or not, this is the second asteroid that I have been to, and I found platinum. How ridiculously lucky is that? And just to give you an idea of where I am, there's the planet right there. And then the end of the gravity well, which is directly above where the end of the end of the road mine is just 18.62 kilometers away. And I found platinum. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, beyond ridiculous. And there's a lot here. Like, just to give you an idea, like, I'm gonna orient myself kind of like on top of this, just to give you an idea of just how much platinum is here. Okay, so here's my ship, right? And that is how much platinum is there. Like, this is a lot. Like, a lot. Like, ridiculously a lot. So I'm actually pretty excited about this. Asteroid platinum. Okay, so yeah, and to give you an idea, this is a 25 by 25 by 25 grid here that you're seeing. And like, this platinum deposit is like bigger than that. Like, there's so much platinum here. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't even think I'm going to be able to mine all of this, to be honest. But, yeah, here we go. I'll turn off the reactors for now. And we're just going to start mining away. Now, I know that we're not going to be able to get all of this out of here. I'm okay with that. As long as I have something that can get out here again, we should be good to go. And then, as you can see, I still have some ice left over. So 3.81 ice here, 3.12 in here. So that's just left over from, you know, things that I was making, doing, whatever. And then as long as I'm here. Alright. And then I'm going to see if I can get... Yeah, this needs nutrients. And I have, what, 6 of these things? So each of them get, what, 5? 5. Just so I can, like, make some food in here. Like, I'm probably going to be down on the planet before I actually need it again. But just to kind of get it started, because it does take a little bit to get these things going. And then we'll put 5 in there. So it looks like some of this did go in there. And then this one can just take whatever's left. Okay. So now that we're making some algae soy product, we should be able to make some food if we need it. First thing to make would be tofu. So we'll see how that goes. And I think we need, what is it? Yeah, 33.3 just to make one of these things. So you can see that it does build up very, very slowly. So we'll just let that go for a little while. And then also, yeah, we're almost full already. Like, this is crazy. And then how much can I store in the actual drill itself? Because I thought that had an inventory as well. I could be wrong. Drill. Am I blind? Here it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, so it has 3.3 thousand liters that it can have. So we'll get as much as we can, I guess. And it's just... We're going to have a lot of platinum. Yeah, so we're at 32.8k. And this is what we need for, like, the shield stuff, shield technology. So once we get this, then we can put shields on the bridge. which means we're not going to get blown up as much anymore, which is going to be amazing. And then I think recharging the shield just takes power, and we've got plenty of power generation, so I'm really not worried about that at all. Okay, let me see. Drill? It doesn't show anything in there. Okay. So let's hop back into here. All right, so we will turn this off for now. Yeah, so you can see that we barely made a, well, I mean, I suppose we made a pretty good dent, but that's only about like a quarter, maybe a sixth of how much that's actually here. So this is like ridiculous. And we had a raiding outpost pop up almost immediately once I got out here. I put in some programmable blocks. I also put in another of these. All right. And then I just want to take and scout this asteroid again, because if it's got platinum in one place, odds are it might have platinum in others. And the platinum is pretty easy to see. It's just like a shiny gray. Not seeing anything, but let's just continue going around. Yeah, I'm really not seeing anything. At least nothing else on here. I mean, there could be like deeper inside. That's always possible. But I don't see any additional ore deposits on the surface. And I'm not seeing anything here on the top. And I suppose we can go and check out the bottom as well. And I like being able to actually use my jetpack. It's amazing. Okay. So, and then this is heading towards the bottom. I doubt there's going to be anything over here either. But just having that one little node of platinum, like, on my second asteroid is, like, astronomical luck. Like, just ridiculous. Alright. So, I guess we can... Ooh, don't go too fast through here. Yeah, so there's the platinum again. Yeah, I guess all that I have to do now is just head back to the planet. And hope that the thrusters can handle all the weight, which they should be able to. I know I already checked this, but I'm just hoping something will pop up. Like if I get close. Maybe? Anything? No? Okay. Well, I mean, we've got what we came here for, so that should be good. Where am I going? Over here. There we go. Okay, so we have a lot more platinum than we can come up here and get, so I am quite happy. Whoops. Okay, I need you to go to the floor, thank you. Alright. And then we should be... Hello? Why are you not... You're not depressurizing. Air vent... Inner cabin. Okay, so let's see what we have. Nope. K menu. K menu. Let's see, air vent, inner cabin. Apparently there's an air leak. Found and displayed. Oh, it's going through there. Oh, that sucks. I thought that the beacon would have been sealable surface, but I guess not. Okay, so I need this to just kind of get placed on here and there. Hello? Okay, so I'll put these into Let me see, build and repair unit. And then that should build those. If it's turned on. There we go. So fly mode, grind if we'll get stuck. Okay, good to go. All right, and now we are sealed. Good to go. All right, now I guess all we have to do is head back to the planet and hopefully make planetary re-entry now that we are, you know, we have a lot of, I guess, weight. And then that is going to get us pretty much right to the edge of the gravity, like within like a meter or two. So we'll hop over there. It's going to take us a little bit to get there. So if we're moving at 100 meters per second, then it's going to take us 161 seconds to get there, which is approximately 2 minutes, 40 seconds-ish. But yeah, and then you can see all of the other signals down there. So we did go literally straight up to this point. And then this is probably going to be where I build the Earth-like space station. Whenever I get around to actually building it, of course. And it seems like overall we're in a very mountainous region of the planet, and like over there is like, looks like it's mostly like plains and fields and stuff. So it might be interesting to go that way. Potentially. And then I'm gonna rotate myself around so that way I'm somewhat aligned with gravity. All right, so about 100 seconds left. It's about a minute and a half. Drink of the day for the previous video was Monster Energy Zero Ultra. And the drink for this video is a very delicious strawberry watermelon juice. And it's like the Crystal Light mixes or whatever. And they have no sugar, technically, even though they have aspartame, which I don't think is very good for you, but meh. Okay, so about 55 seconds till we get to the edge of the gravity well. Yeah, so like if you're looking down there, like that is all plains and grasses and all that other fun stuff. And then where I am is like right in the middle of all the mountains. Fun times. All right, so about 36 seconds left. I should probably start slowing down. And then I'm going to get myself just barely within gravity at this point, and then align myself so that way I'm flat, and then just kind of drop. And hopefully I'm not too heavy that I plow into the planet, so wish me luck, I guess. Okay, so we're at 900 meters, 800 meters. Okay, we're at about 450 meters away from this point. There we go. Whoa, we way overshot that. Okay, so now we have to get ourselves aligned. And where did the edge of the gravity go? Where did it go? Hello? Oh, there it is. 60 meters up there. Okay. So I'm going to get myself pretty much centered on that, and then I'm just going to drop straight down. Well, hopefully drop straight down. We shall see. Okay, so yeah, this is like literally just outside the gravity well. And we'll move forward. Yeah, so about 40,000 meters or 40 kilometers. And then okay, so that's basically center of the ship. And then we have to align ourselves with gravity. At least somewhat align ourselves with gravity. And then get ourselves on the edge of the gravity well. Okay. And now we drop. And hopefully we don't completely destroy ourselves. But yeah, we have a long way to go. And this is going to take, what, 400 seconds? And that's, what, 6 minutes and 40 seconds? Something like that. So it's going to take us a while to get down here. And that's only if we're going at full speed. So let's accelerate ourselves a little bit. Okay, so how much ice do we have left? We still have 855 ice left. Nice. And then once I hit about half planetary gravity, I'm going to slow myself down just to make sure that I can slow down. And then we'll kind of go from there. Now we should be reaching maximum speed. We're going faster than maximum speed, okay. So 104.38 is our terminal velocity. Fun times. And then I'm hoping maybe since I left the planet, and actually as long as we're out here, let's take a look around. So everything is just kind of like all in the same place. So, okay, so then if that is the lake, right where it says, so the bottom 4 sets of signals where the numbers are, that's where the lake is. And then our bridge is up on that mountain, and then the mountain that we have the mountain, or the road going across, and actually let me just do it like this. Okay, so here's our lake. And then this is our bridge, I think, over here. And then this is where we have our road going through here. And then our main base, I think, is over here. And our magnesium base is probably, or magnesium mine, I should say, is probably right around there. So if we continue to take a look around, so if I go directly out, so past, okay, so then, let me see, so this right here is the really tall mountain that you look at when you're standing looking down the bridge. So that's where that is. And then if we look back past that, it looks like it just goes down into a large plains area. So that might be an interesting place to go to, maybe, possibly. And it does look like there is another lake right here. So if we need more ice, we can always go there. Yeah, I mean, that looks like relatively flat over there, whereas I'm in like all the mountains. And then I thought I just saw something 18 kilometers out. It's probably a wreck or something just spawned in. All right, and then, okay, so now we can see the lake a little better. and the mountain that we're on a little better. Okay, so then out that way is just more and more mountains. And then, let's see, so then the valley that the main base overlooks is right in here. So I could technically follow that out. Maybe make a road over there, that way. Could work. I mean, I know how to build a road grader now. Oh, by the way, speaking of the road grader, I actually disassembled it because I want to rebuild it. So instead of having all of the drills just kind of out there in front, like they are, I'm going to put them on a pistons, that way it can move in and out, and then I'm also going to put the drills on a hinge. So that way the drills can kind of like, so if you push the pistons all the way out, so the drills are like way out beyond like where the actual body of the ship is. And then the drills will actually kind of fold inwards, like back towards the cockpit. And then the whole thing will kind of slide back into the ship. And that way I can get my width down. We're at about 30% gravity. We still have a ways to go. We're at 16 kilometers. So, I mean, we've gone pretty far. Should I make sure that I can slow down? Yes, I can slow down. At this point, I can slow down easy. Not a problem. Yeah, so, and then I'm gonna have to have like some sort of like a mount or something, so that way when it's pushed out, it's not gonna be like bouncing on the pistons or anything. But yeah, so if I can make it a little thinner when it's moving or like being transported or whatever, then I can put it on the bridges and just, or not the bridges, but the elevators, and have the elevators take it down because it's not going to be too wide. And then when I actually need to use it to grade a road, we're at 49 gravity. Okay, yes, we can still slow down. I'll check it again at 0.75. And then, like, if this doesn't work, we are going to just splat ourselves. But I mean, I've got 3 large thrusters, and if I need to, I can always tip up a little bit and have a few more of the thrusters. Like I can have the rear thrusters kind of help me with slowing down. So I should have enough. 0.70, 0.71, 72, 73, 74, 75. Can we still slow down? Yes, we can. Okay. And then you can actually see the bridge kind of down there. Kind of like right in there. If you're looking at the toolbar info, the right corner of it. So right there. Okay, so we're at 9.5, 9.6, 9.7, 9.8, 9.9, full gravity. Can we still slow down? Yes, we can, but it's very slow. Okay, so we're just going to leave that on, and we're just going to kind of float down here, I think. So yeah, it looks like the 3 large thrusters on the bottom were enough, even with this thing fully loaded. I mean, like, balls to the wall, fully loaded. So that's good. And we'll slow down again. Ooh, we are very slow to slow down. Okay. Yes, we are very heavy. Okay, so let us head kind of over this way. If I pitch myself down, do I pick up speed? I do not. Good. I need to be very, very careful about moving downwards, though. So maybe I'll just kind of drop myself down a little bit. Dude, if you look at, like, so the stone hasn't rendered in yet, so it looked like there was a huge hole where my little base is. It's kind of funny. Okay, so now let's move forward. I think we're at a decent height at this point. And then all I have to do is land. And it looks like that piece of rock did not get generated in. There we go, now it's gone. Okay. So, we need to get shields. And that is the main purpose of us even going up to get platinum. And I was expecting it to take so much longer than it did. We got so lucky having that be on like the second asteroid. Alright, so now we need to turn this way a little bit, move over a little bit, back up a little bit, back up a little bit more. There we are. Okay, so that can go there. We can put that on charge, and we are good to go. Sounds like the thrusters destroyed a block. Destroyed a couple blocks, actually. So maybe I should replace these with heavy armor, just in case, for the future. Alright. And I need steel plate. Okay, but now we have all of the platinum. We have a lot of platinum. Okay, so I need plate. Alright, so let me see. That's in 8. Okay, so that'll be good there for now. As more get blown up or burned up, whatever, I'll replace more of them. Okay, so one thing that I did want to point out is we have a lot of iron. Like a lot of iron. We have so much iron. Like this thing is nearly full. We have so much iron. And then it's not just this one either. So we have 1.8 million in there. Or 1.8 thousand. No, 1.8 million in there. And then I thought we had even more. Yeah, we have another 900,000 in here. And this one is full. Like this is all the way full. We have a lot of iron, and I don't know what we're gonna do with it all, except store it. But I mean, we have 2.7 million iron, and that's like a ridiculous amount of iron. Okay, but for now, we need to start looking at these shield emitters, which are these. That just, yeah, gold and platinum, and that's for each one. So these things are extremely expensive to make. But let's see what we need for shields. That would be Dark Star, shield controller. Okay, so we need 3 field emitters for this. Ship emitter, station shield emitter. And we need 850 field emitters for this. That is a lot. 850 field emitters. That's so much. So much. And we have a shield controller table. And I have no idea what all of these things do, to be 100% honest. So it looks like we have to build either the shield control or the shield controller table first. Or can I build these? Is this locked? No, this is unknown. Okay, unknown. This is known, so I can build these. Well, obviously I can build these. What is a shield control? What does that do? That requires 3 field emitters, so let's build one of those. So I have no idea what this thing even does. It's a shield control. Does that just control the shields? I mean, what does it actually do? But okay, I need to build 3 of those. Okay. So we have that. And we need interior plates. Okay, so what do you do? Like, what is your purpose? Oh, why did you get rid of my thing? Character tools, there we go. And that requires 24, what? Okay, I built 3, so I need 21. I have no idea how these shields work yet, so it's something that I'm gonna have to figure out. And I'm gonna need a lot of platinum to get these things made. 56 platinum to make enough just for that little shield thing right there. That's ridiculous. And then, of course, my rare refinery is probably working as fast as it can. Unless, of course, it isn't moving the platinum out of here. Is all the platinum still in here? It is still in here. Okay, so that is not moving out. Oh, because it's protected. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Refinery. There you go. Make platinum. Make all of the platinum. As much of the platinum as you possibly can. Make it all. And then I'll grab some more out of here. And actually, it would probably be easier to do it this way. And then cargo. Can I put it all in here? Yes. No. Oh, because this isn't actually connected through the system. That makes sense. Okay, so whoops, we can just keep on grabbing this stuff, moving it in here. Yeah, so I thought that this was connected through into the system, but it is not, and it is purposely not. So that way any ice that I put in here stays in here and it doesn't get put into those H2O2 generators. Okay, but we have platinum. We have a lot of platinum. And honestly, if I went into here and let's see, build and repair unit, am I missing it? Hello? Okay. So if I turn that off, then we can just, ooh, is this even gonna let me drop it in here? Ooh, it just yeeted itself all the way out. Okay, it's a little scary. Okay, can I get in here? Yes, I can. Good. Okay. This probably isn't any faster than doing it the other way. But that's 2.3 thousand platinum ore right there. And we'll just hop out here, drop it down. Is there a faster way to do this? Probably. But you know what? I worked hard for this platinum, so we're going to take our time because we can. And then also, since I have the tofu made up in here, I'm going to have this thing start making some food just to store in here. Ooh, if I knew which one it was. Okay, menu. Interplanetary food maker. I don't know. That's what we'll call it. Yeah. So then production interplanetary food maker, and then we'll make 5 of those. And it should be pulling everything in there. Good. Okay. And we'll continue with the platinum exodus. So hopefully this will be enough platinum to at least build at least one shield generator for the station here. Maybe it won't, I don't know. And then another thing that I could do is, if I have enough platinum, I can make small ship shield generators. And with that, I could potentially go after some of these ships flying around and just knock them out of the sky. And this is the last 2 loads. Oh, and I found out that the uranium use is ridiculously low. Like if you take a look at how much that uses on, these are tier 3, right? Yeah. Reactor, okay, so like this, it uses, well, I gotta turn it on, I suppose. Oh, it's actually using 330 milligrams per second. Okay. So I think it depends on how much it's trying to power, but, because I thought it was like, well, no, that's milligrams, right? Yeah, so milligrams per second. So that's very, very little. So just the 5 that I have in there lasts 4 hours, which is kind of ridiculous. So like if you can imagine if I had like a lot more in there, we would have like power forever basically. So now that I know just how useful all of the uranium is, just that little tiny bit that I'm getting out of the sifter is actually a decent amount. Okay, so how are we doing? We've actually made nearly all of them. Nice. And it makes them pretty quickly too, which I'm rather happy about. This juice is really good. All right, so I mean, we're making progress here. Like, once again, I have no idea how this thing works. I mean, this is just a controller, right? So I don't know. But I know that we're gonna need just a shit ton of these things, like 1,000 for, well, 850 anyways, to build a station shield generator. So that's gonna be ridiculous. Like I don't know if I'm gonna have enough material for that. And then the last one, there we go. All right, so now I need to, whoa, that like disappeared real quick. Shield, can I spell right? Apparently not. Ship shield emitter, station shield emitter. Ship shield, so I think this is a large grid and this is small grid. Compact emitter. So if I wanted to go large grid on the compact one, 400. Okay. So I want to build this thing again. Did I gain any knowledge for this? Ship emitter. Okay, so I can now... Wait, no, I have to make this in order to make this, and I have to make one of these before I can make these. And a modulator. Interesting. And then a shield enhancer. Okay, so I have no idea what this thing even does. Shield controller, I suppose I could investigate it. Shield controller 2. Shield frequency. Emitter failure, okay. Initialization stage 1 of 4. Emitter okay is false. Health points stored. Okay, I think that's last woken. Interesting. Waking up, false. Grid owns controller, true. In grid's faction, false. Secret frequency code for shield access. Interesting. So I have no idea what this thing does, but it's... I think I have an idea of what it does. So it basically controls like who can go in and out of the shield. So like if I have a friend playing or whatever, but they're in a different faction, I can have them added via the ship controller, and then, or give them the frequency whatever thing. Okay, so we need to build 400 of these. That's 1,000 platinum ingots. That is a lot, and that's for the compact shield. Eesh. So if I was to build this thing, where would I build it? Probably out here somewhere. Because, I mean, this is the area that's got hit the hardest by everything. So, if I have... Let me see... Dark Star. This thing, right? So that's ship, station, ship. This is only for ship? Hang on. This is confusing. Okay. Ship shield emitter. But I need the station shield emitter, which means I need another 450 field emitters. Okay, so I'll make all of them. So I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2,237 platinum. And a lot of gold. A lot of iron too. But that's gonna take a while to make. But I suppose I could start placing this thing. And I need this. That's all it is? Oh my gosh, that is huge. Where do I even put this? Like, should I put it like on the underside of this thing just so I have room for it? I mean, and then again, I have no idea like how big the shield is gonna be. So that's gonna be something interesting as well. Another freeze. Okay, on. All right. right, so I need you to go out under the bridge. And then we want to go see how much of the windows are broken. Yeah. So it seems like this area is probably where this needs to go. Okay, so let's head over here, drop it down, and we'll kind of put it like under here and centered. So let's get ourselves somewhat centered. I'd say that's pretty good. Maybe. Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Okay, so we'll say about there, maybe. Okay, and then I need to hop out of here and then figure out where this thing can go, and that's roughly centered there. And I need steel plate. Are you kidding me right now? Dumb. I think... Oh, this is missing a junction box. Is this supposed to be a build and repair unit right here? I don't know. We have one right here. So, okay. Plate. Grab just a few of these things. Don't need that, don't need that. Okay. So let's try this again. And we'll just try to get ourselves kind of directly under here. Okay. So this, if it is centered, will go right there. Gave it all the field emitters that I have. And then it'll slowly build up superconductors as well. Looks like it needs a shit ton of gravity components. Shift and scroll to see more. Jesus. This is ridiculous. Okay, so we need to make a ton of gravity components as well. But that's where that's going to go. And then I don't know if I have gravity components set to build. Are you? No. Are you? Yes. Okay, so let's look at our LCDs and then go down to auto crafting. And then we'll check out what we got. Okay, angle grinder item, blah, 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 blah. Gravity components, do I not have any? Interesting. Okay, so let's make some. Let's just do 200, I suppose. Look at all of the stuff it's got to make. Ridiculous. But, I mean, once that thing is made... I mean, we should hopefully be decently good to go, maybe? Of course, the only way to check it is to actually go down and look at it. And I'm hoping that it's far enough away from everything that it won't get shot up. And then I could put some additional protections under here as well if I need to. Like some heavy armor or something, just kind of put off to the side. Okay, how are we doing? There is so much stuff. 3,000 steel plates. That is like a ridiculous amount of steel plates. And it needs like, how much superconductors does a jump drive need? Jump. Needs 1,000 superconductors. Okay, so it's a little less than what your basic jump drive needs. Well, as far as superconductors go. But, I mean, we've got gold, we have platinum, a lot of platinum. I don't know if we're going to have enough platinum, which is going to be kind of an issue. And then I have to make the gravity components as well, and the radio components. This is just it's gonna take a long time to build. But once it is built, then hopefully we will be protected at least a little bit from the large grid drones destroying everything. At least over in this section, which seems to be like one of their favorite sections. Okay, so then we'll turn that off. Call this good to go. I should probably build an access area down there. So that is something that I could do. I'm gonna need a lot more plate though. And it looks like it's still trying to make it. But yeah, like I have no idea how big this shield is even gonna be. Yeah, it's interesting. And this is missing a plate there. Interesting. Make a bunch of plates. So, yeah. This is definitely interesting. What do we have for platinum so far? 34.1. Titanium. Is this all in the same place? No, we have 1.66 here. We have 25,000 still to go in here. We have more platinum here, but that's in the assembler, so we should probably keep that there. Plus we have platinum being made from the gravel. So we may end up needing more platinum, but now that I have a ship that's capable of going and getting platinum and then coming back, that shouldn't be an issue. So now it's just a waiting game to see just how much we actually need. And then with all of this being built right now, we're going to need about 70,000 iron, considering that I've got 2.7 million. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, so last episode was pretty long. So I'm going to cut this one a little bit short. I mean, all we have to do here now is wait for things to be made. And that's going to take time. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. We'll see how it all gets going. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.